I guess I could tell you everything else we have going on too. If you can hear the sounds, we are...
So we had our well drilled yesterday.
If you're new here, I'm Megan and this is Beau and our daughter Beckett. For 10 months now, we've been living on our land in northeastern Washington while building a shop house. We've had our struggles and we didn't pass inspection. And we've had our successes along the way. But each day we are closer to moving in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us on this wild ride. Good morning. So we don't have any sort of formal watering system for the garden yet, so I just have to get up early and water it all before it gets too hot out. And then like while I weed, I just set my hose here and let it spray. It's going good so far. Again, we got the garden in kind of late, so everything's still pretty small and I don't know how much it'll actually produce, but better than nothing. Our soil sucks, so at least this way, getting it in, we'll get a bit of a head start on getting this area, the dirt in here better. And there's so much rocks too. We got to get all these rocks out, but it's a good start. I love gardening. I love coming out here. So it's been fun. I'm happy that we got it going at all and that we got it in before we lost everything, because we did wait so long. But I'm going to move you over here so you're in the shade. But it's also been so hot that we haven't been able, like it's been 100 degrees the last few days, so we haven't been able to do a ton of tree clearing. It's still pretty early in the day and it's not too bad just yet, so I think I'll just work in the shade, get some of that done, work on getting some of these tiny trees removed. We've still been kind of putting off getting anything in the house done because we're just, you know, it was a busy year. It was long and we worked our butts off and we're just kind of taking a break from finishing anything in there. So I'm gonna garden, remove some trees, and then I think I'll enjoy the afternoon at the lake. So some of these trees we have to cut down are so tiny that it doesn't, I mean, this is honestly the easiest way to do it. They're like maybe an inch in diameter. It's crazy. So again, just like as a recap, part of the thing that we have to do for the forest management is anything under 6 inches in diameter at like eye level has to come down. Anything that we save has to be limbed 8 to 10 feet up. And then, yeah, everything else has to go, pretty much. So, and then we have to cut as low to the ground as we can. Or anything that's like not just these lodge poles, we can save. So like we found a couple nice pine trees, like some flowering tree, stuff like that we can save. It's really these lodge poles that are what we have to work on getting rid of. And again, there's hundreds of them right here in this little area. So, I mean, it's not hard work, but it's time consuming, and then I gotta deal with the piles everywhere. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this morning on our bike ride, Bane and I saw a black bear. I think it was just a cub, but we didn't come across any others. So it could have just been like a 2-year-old or, you know, just left his mom, but he was pretty small. We got home okay, waited for him to go, and then made tons of noise and rode real fast. But it was cool to see, a little freaky, but it was still cool. So now we've seen a moose and a black bear, and the black bear was on our property too. We were just at the very edge of our, back of our property on our way home on our ride, so it was cool. But I figured I'd give you a nice little tour of the garden. Our soil is super rocky, So that's going to be a big thing that we have to clean up after, you know, like once we till and everything this fall. Try to get some more of these rocks out of here because we do want to extend the garden this way in the tree area, which I'm actually going to work on some tree clearing right now. It's kind of I wish I would have gotten out here a little bit earlier, but I was waiting until baby's nap time, so I'll work for an hour or so, try to work on clearing some trees. Again, I'm doing it all by hand right now, so it takes a while. But anyways, give you a tour of the garden. So Beckett's school planted sunflowers. Obviously, they're not blooming yet, but she's so proud of these because they're taller than her. Here's our corn. We've got some beans, cucumbers, and strawberries. Beautiful dill. We have tons of tomatoes. The pumpkin plants are growing, but we only have one pumpkin and it's tiny. It's just a little guy. Which is sad because I love growing pumpkins. It's so fun to get to harvest them and carve them and stuff, but that's okay. We live super close to some farms where we can go pick pumpkins, but again, it was still more about starting to prep our soil for future, better, bigger gardens. And like I said, we have gotten some stuff. Here's our peppers. There's some starting in there. I picked our first banana pepper yesterday. All of the little start things got mixed up before we planted them in here. So like the jalapenos are mixed in with the peppers, the bell peppers and the banana peppers, and same thing with the tomatoes. The big boys are mixed in with the cherries and the teardrop looking ones and all that. But our zucchini is doing fantastic. It's pretty hard to mess up zucchini. And then I planted cantaloupe, but I haven't gotten a single melon. Lots of buds, as you can see. No melons. So they're and they're pretty. Look at all the butterflies today. And there's this guy. He's not allowed in the garden because he doesn't realize how big he is and he steps on everything. Yeah, so there's our garden. Little, it's growing, slow. It'll be so nice when we are harvesting a little bit more. We've got our chickens next year. We hope to put in to get some cows. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. But anyways, I'm gonna get to clearing some trees. Beau bought me a new toy. It's an electric chainsaw. It's bigger than my little baby one that he got me last year. I need Beau to clean up all of our piles out here. We got a mess going on everywhere. I think maybe I'll still look at this here. This is an example of what I'm talking about. What we have to clear is all these little tiny trees. They're like, they're so small. This is a big one here. So, and look at, there's hundreds of them. For these little guys, I don't even use any chainsaw. I just use like shears, gardening shears or whatever, because they're so small. But like those guys are maybe 5 inches. So, work in progress. In just a few minutes, I've probably already removed, I don't know, 20, 30 trees. It's definitely hotter than I thought it was going to be outside, but I'm going to give it hopefully another half an hour before I give up. I'm in the shade. It's breezy. It's crazy how many of them there are. You definitely don't need a gym membership when you live in the woods. Sure is pretty though. Good morning. So I am going to work on, the garden here a little bit. I just fertilized everything. I try to fertilize like once a week. And I realized, so I didn't get enough tomato cages, and some of our tomato plants are getting really heavy. So I'm gonna build a makeshift tomato run. I'm gonna put some posts in the ground and string these bad boys up because they're getting heavy. They're loaded. I did pick my first tomatoes this morning though. I had 4 cherry tomatoes. So pick those bad boys for my husband. I can't wait till all of them start turning and I can make some salsa and all that sort of deliciousness. I picked a bunch of stuff this morning before I fertilized, but it's nice that it's all finally coming together. I know we got it in late, but again, like I said, getting all of this in here is already helping the soil be better. So our plan this fall, once we get all this out and till it all in and everything, is to get some organic garden soil and till that in too. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, for now, wish me luck. Gonna get out the old post pounder and put in some makeshift tomato holder uppers here. Where's my gloves? Oh, here they are. Not want to go straight. Well, does not want to stay straight. Rocky soil here. That's all right. If you want a good workout, put in some T-posts. Definitely less rocks on this side. That one went in so much easier. Woo! I'll get some string, tie these bad boys up. I guess I could tell you everything else we have going on too. If you can hear the sounds, we are, hold on one second, sorry. Our makeshift gate, we haven't put the real one on yet. Anyways, so today, while I'm back here working in the garden, we have some wonderful gentlemen here putting on our snow stops. I don't know if you remember last year, but our roof would launch snow at us. So we're getting this done well before the snow flies, and hopefully gutters as well. While they're doing that, there is a company here that's inspecting our RV because hopefully we have a fire. Hopefully these snow stops are helpful, because last year it was terrifying to like have Beckett outside playing and all of a sudden it sounded like a bomb was going off when the snow started falling. So, all right, let's find some string. That's my rigged up tomato lines here. I think that'll do for now. I got them off the ground and picked up. I left the string on the end still tied, so if I need to add more or tighten it, I can. But I think this will do for now. There's so many of them. Can't wait. Super excited. And now, before it gets too hot, I need to take the old big dog for his morning bike ride. Oh, damn it. It hasn't been recording. It's been really weird. It's been like shutting off after you hit play or whatever. Yeah, they're taller than me now. She's gonna be so excited.
It's amazing how fast
It's moving. It does move.
It does?
Yeah. That was the other. I mean, I think it'll flower still. Oh, yeah.
Can it?
I think so, yeah. It might not get to full size, but I don't really think she cares. She's just excited her things grew.
How do you know when the corn's done?
I'll have to look and see when you're supposed to harvest it.
It's like that one's brown.
The tops of it?
Yeah.
I don't know. When do you harvest corn? I mean, you can tell some of them are ready. They're not, look how little, like, skinny they are. Middle drawer.
That's the biggest pile of chicken shit I've ever seen.
Record wasn't on, but we were talking about getting greenhouses and what the best greenhouse would be so we can get some of this stuff started early, and then so we can grow some things all year round. It would be really nice to do some fruit trees that you can't grow without a greenhouse. Beau doesn't want the half dome one, which I don't disagree. They're not cute. We're kind of thinking like a geometric one, geometric looking, cool. This other YouTube channel we follow just put one in, and there's this killer. And they live in Canada, so if they can grow all year, we should be able to grow all year, right? I guess we're practically at the Canadian border, but hey. Anyways, done with this for the day. Gonna take Bane for his ride. I don't know why that didn't record Beau and I's whole conversation, but there's the gentleman working on the snow stops up there. And it is kicking my, you know,